It's your birthday. Happy birthday. It's your birthday.
Today I am going to share a delicious cake recipe for homemade black forest cake. I made this cake specially for my husband's birthday. This recipe consists of rich chocolate cake layers brushed with cherry syrup and filled with a luscious cherry filling and whipped cream frosting. This is a German dessert and also called as Black Forest Gateau. So let's check out the ingredients and see how easy to make this favorite Black Forest cake. Subscribe to Nazima's Taste of Home. Press the bell icon for latest updates. I'm going to use two 9-inch size baking trays, but you can use one and then cut in layers. Let's mix the cake now. Let's add the dry ingredients to a bowl. Sift 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 3/4 cups of unsweetened cocoa powder and 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon baking soda and half teaspoon salt. And then sift it together into a bowl and give a quick mix and add the wet ingredients now. Let's add half a cup of vegetable oil or any other oil, 2 teaspoons of chocolate essence, but you can add vanilla essence, and 3 eggs, 1 cup of fresh milk and 2 cups of sugar. Now just mix to combine everything together. Now using a hand mixer, beat the cake batter for about 2 minutes while making a half a cup of hot coffee with 2 teaspoons of instant coffee or any other coffee, and then add it to the chocolate cake mix and beat it for another 30 seconds and we are done now. Now divide the cake mix into 2 halves and transfer it into 9-inch baking pans lined with parchment paper and bake on preheated oven at 350 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes or until the center of the cake springs back to the touch and a toothpick comes out clean. Cool the cakes for 10 minutes and then place it on a wire rack. Meanwhile, let's make the cherry filling. I have taken about 453 grams of cherries with the syrup. I am going to drain 1 cup of cherry syrup and save it in a bowl for later use. And I am adding 1 cup of cherries with the syrup and add half cup of sugar and cook on medium heat until the cherry syrup becomes slightly thick, not too thick, but this will take about 5 to 7 minutes. Now let's remove the parchment paper and leave to cool. The cake is really soft, just like a sponge cake. Now the cherry mixture has become thick. Now let's leave it aside and slightly crush it with the fork and keep aside to cool completely. Now let's make the frosting. Chill the mixing bowl and the beaters in the freezer for about 10 minutes and then add 3 cups of heavy whipping cream to the bowl and then beat the heavy cream on high speed until it begins to thicken. Then gradually add half a cup of powdered sugar, continuing to beat until the still peak stage. This can happen quickly, so keep an eye on it. Peak hold their shape when the mixer is pulled from the bowl. Now all set to assemble the cake. Place the first cake layer on the cake base and then brush it over the top with a coating of cherry syrup and then spread the layer of whipped cream over the filling now and then spread a layer of the cooked cherries and spread it evenly and place the other cake on the top of it and brush generously with the cooled cherry syrup. When done, frost the outside of the cake and top of the cake with whipped cream. If needed, make more whipped cream. Make sure to spread the whipped cream evenly. Now I have almost finished spreading the whipped frosting. For the chocolate shavings, I am going to use 2 bars of semi-sweet chocolate and then shave it with a peeler. Make sure to keep the chocolates in the refrigerator before using. You can use even a carrot shredder. Now this is ready. Let's decorate the cake as you want. I forgot to mention, make sure to keep the background cold because if it is a warm weather, it might try to melt. Now finally, pipe rosettes on top of the cake. For better results, keep the whipped cream in the refrigerator just before using to avoid melting. And now finally garnish it with chocolate shavings. And finally garnish each rosette with cherries. And then chill for at least 5 to 6 hours or overnight is best. Now this easy, delicious and elegant black forest cake is ready for serving. I will share the full written recipe with the ingredients list in my description box. Hope you enjoy this video. If you like this video, please share it with your friends and family. Spread the joy of cooking. See you soon with another interesting recipe. Thanks for watching. See you later.